Good morning. I couldn't think of a title. I usually don't even think of the title for videos. They just come to me. And, oh man, it's been a weird morning. The reason why I'm laughing in the title is because episode 4 got higher overnights than even the first episode, which is unprecedented. But as I keep saying, these guys who are out there, screaming their heads off and acting like, all the horses have taken off out of the barn and the cow jumped over the moon and yada, 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 is because they are looking at the British, UK overnight ratings and using it as an excuse, or as some kind of explanation for their point of view, which in most cases is bigoted and, misogynistic and everything else. Because, you see, America is not going to be happy, or the world, is not going to be happy until we get that dancing fairy black doctor out of the TARDIS. What does that sound like to you? These guys sound like they should be like, down south where my Uncle Luther lived, in a tin-covered shack spitting tobacco and, polishing the shotgun. But halfway surprised at Waco, they ain't got a ready supply of crosses. But no, my problems with 73 yards, and I'm going to say this again. 1 second, oh look, we broke a fairy circle. Now I know we're aiming for the more supernatural angle, but after that point, now we're in an alternate timeline. The Doctor's not present. There's Ruby. Ruby's getting older, except up till 40, she looks the same, but with a wig and a what do you call it? Yeah, but there's a difference between leaving the mystery unexplained and leaving the plot unresolved. What caused the phenomenon which led you to this alternate timeline to begin with? That's a major point, isn't it? I'd like to hear why. Yeah, wig and glasses, you're right. Why breaking this fairy circle caused this to happen? That's not too big of a thing, is it? And other than that, I was like, oh, great, here we go. We've gone off into now I can't compare it to Turn Left, because Turn Left, we knew what was causing the problem. And then 73 yards. Why 73 yards? Yeah, but why 73 yards? They don't explain that either. It just is. What was the old woman version of Ruby or whatever saying that was making that right there? Don't you think these are major points that should have been discussed? But at the same time, I'm not going to completely ball it up in a thing, in a thing of rubbish and throw it out. It's because it may be resolved later down the line. And I'm hoping I'm not disappointed. It might be explained, in a later episode or when we come to this year's conclusion. So I'm not going to toss it all on the trash bin. I'm not putting it all in the rubbish tip, as they say. I'm not doing that. So I'm not going to completely throw it out yet. I like that was. Also, like I said, maybe we are going to see this particular vision of Ruby again, because remember, if you saw the production photos, the older version or whatever, whoever Ruby is addressing, who's 73 yards away, has a visible scar that was made up onto their face. Yet we don't get a close-up of this person, so maybe that is explained later. That was later on, up till 40. I'm not kidding. If those were prosthetics, they were badly done. Now, after that point, yeah, they did get better and better and better. But come on, you don't look at 40 the same way you did in your 19. I wish the heck I did, yeah, like I said, they did later on in the episode. They did start to, add on, but well, like I said, maybe it'll be resolved later on down the line. We're gonna have to wait and find out. The other thing this morning, as you all know, for some reason we'll never fathom, they changed the entire cast of the official Doctor Who podcast. And notice there was a certain face that's no longer there anymore. How quick that went. I think she was there for all of like one episode. And now somebody is online on Twitter, and I don't want to give their name because I do respect this person, but it's an obvious ploy, saying that get ready for this then, because someone's already picked out the name in the comment box. Such and such grew up in foster care, so they would relate to the character of Ruby Sunday. Also, he went on to talk about the person referring to Blink as the first Dr. Light episode. And I'm sitting here going, yes, but this person may not have watched the classic series, unlike that certain other person who, right there in their Time Team thing, on right there, Doctor Who magazine, I watched the classic series at 1.5 speed for research. I know, I've been meaning to get back over there to Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. It's just, I don't know, maybe I will, because I got shut down vacation coming up, so maybe I'll pop on there. I do want to pop on there, but the problem is sometimes I feel like I got to restrict myself too much, whereas on my own show I can, I don't want to go haywire, because yeah, but like I said, maybe this person has not watched the classic series. And when this person said, they started mentioning all these episodes before that, they forgot about Love and Monsters. Who hasn't forgotten about Love and Monsters? I'm sorry, I don't know why. Like I said, different strokes for different folks, but no. I try not to think about Love and Monsters, okay? I've tried to wipe it from my memory. Ugh. But as I said before, they may not have watched the classic series, or they hadn't watched before that point, so I'm not going to jump on them too hard. But to then basically say that, well, you need such and such back because they were once in foster care, such and such who said such outrageous things about the classic series, such and such who, while they didn't say anything in social media, I know people who know them. I know what was said in public. I know what gathering of people they were with. And I know what kind of outrageous things they were claiming. I am everywhere. Like Big Brother. I know what you did last summer. No, that was just too creepy even for me. That's right, I may be a fat old bastard, but I know people who know people. Yeah. And let's just say some of the things they were saying about the Chibnall Whittaker era were beyond, because, let's just say they were no longer employed at that time, and well, yeah, and we'll just be glad they didn't go with the original construct of that monster for Love, because I think the Absorbaloff was supposed to be like 50 something foot tall. I know that, they were trying to, be inclusive of children and all that, and yeah, that's why they had that contest with Blue Peter and all that. But where'd you leave your front door key? Check under the gnome in the front garden. No, he stole it while you were sleeping. You don't know he's sentient, do you? No. I'm not kidding. It's just crazy that either Billie Piper has, I strongly believe she's had work done, and I really wish she hadn't. She looked fine the way she was. That's why I can't believe when beautiful people have to have surgery to make themselves look more beautiful in their own minds, and they end up looking like, I'm not kidding, she looked like what would happen if they combine the genetic material of Lucille Ball with Michael Jackson. And I'm talking genetic material that was part plastic Michael Jackson. Not that poor, adorable artist that we all loved, but the guy with the nose that kept changing shape like a chameleon. Yeah, Joan Rivers, yeah, she used to say she wasn't allowed in some bars because more than half of her was underage of 21 or something like that. Was under 18 years old. But I just can't figure out why Billie wouldn't want to have that done. And there was nothing wrong with her looks. Yeah, look at how well that turned out for Jennifer Grey having that nose job. Bad move. Well, folks, like I said, I gotta sit down one of these days and find out how many views Doctor Who got on Disney Plus and all that. I know it was in the top 10 in most countries across the planet. Ugh. Yes, I did watch Merlin. I always thought it was funny as hell they were paying John Hurt big fat buku money to do a voiceover of a dragon. And of course, they had to pay him for every time that he said Merlin. Oh well, I got to get going. I just looked at the time. And oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. It's 55 degrees out here today. You'll love Merlin. I really loved it. I thought it was a great series. It does get better as it goes on, and all that, Fahrenheit. And I do got to get going, or otherwise I'm going to ramble on. So take care, everybody. Be kind, be calm, be safe. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you all on the flip side. I believe today is Wednesday already. It's like, I'm really looking forward to Friday. I always do, don't you? But we'll get there. Take care, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your day.